Yeah, this video is about exactly what you think it's about. Don't believe me? Here's some context. The actress she's talking about whining is Issa Rae. Starting to become a little bit more clear now, huh? Oh, golly gee, there's nothing I love more than hearing white people's opinions on people of color in the film industry and their feelings on DEI. It's always a worthwhile and informative endeavor, and definitely not an avenue for very racist people to hide their obvious bigotry. If you don't think that's what this is, listen to the way that she summarizes this article centered around Issa Rae and her saying that DEI is now considered a bad word, and because of that, it's kind of turned the clock back in terms of representation for people of color in the industry.
Essentially, once again, they benefited her. They helped her get her shows sold. It made it easier. And now that there's a rollback of that, it's become a lot more difficult. And she can't solely sell her show anymore on just the fact that it has a diverse lead.
That is precisely the way a bad faith racist grifter would interpret what Issa Rae was saying. It's not about anything real or important. It's just an excuse. I mean, that's all DEI was anyway, right? A way for less talented people, not white men, to just skate on through in the film industry. By the way, what she's talking about here has nothing to do with the ease in which a show about a black woman can be made because of her ethnicity, and everything to do with how, because of her ethnicity, that show cannot be made. You cannot pitch that show because DEI is a bad word. You have to pitch it as something about class or another theme or identity that white people will find palatable. Never mind the fact that for most of the film industry's existence, they've never treated people of color well, and despite there being a moment of time, a brief window where it seemed like we were getting back on track, but because of certain people in office and the way they've managed to control literally everything, all of that is getting taken away. Issa Rae's just mad. She's actually gotta do a good job for once and not rely on her race, a thing that the industry does not give a fuck about whatsoever. Hollywood actress whines merit is coming back. Let me tell you something about merit as it pertains to the film industry. It's bullshit. It's a lie. Merit is the response white people have come up with to DEI that, like most things they do, hides their obvious racism and hatred of the fact that people of color, or anyone that isn't white, is kind of getting a chance here. Premise of merit or a meritocracy is usually a racist dog whistle, one that presupposes white people are just intrinsically better at stuff than people of color or anyone who is not white. And if you thought it wasn't about that, white people being replaced, listen to the way that she haphazardly turns this into explaining why the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie has a different voice cast.
Not treating people as whatever their identity is first, but what they can do first. And as a result of that, the talented voice actors of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender show that were actually, great at their jobs and really brought charisma and energy to these characters, they got their original voice work on merit, and now they have lost that. Their good work was just tossed away because of these new policies.
Jarvis?
Yes, sir.
Upload a picture of what the original cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender looked like.
Right away, sir.
Wow, you don't say. You don't say. She raises such a solid point. It's DEI's fault that these actors who portrayed these characters when they were younger are no longer portraying them as adults. Jarvis, I need you once more.
Yes, sir.
Show me who played, Sokka in The Legend of Korra. So, fun fact, I don't know if Jesterbell is aware of this. I don't know why she wouldn't be. What is she, a pretend fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender in order to engagement farm for rage? That would be crazy. But it turns out a lot of the cast of Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they were portrayed as adults in Legend of Korra, were recast. What? crazy. I didn't hear her making a fuss about that. That's because they replaced them with other white people. Huh, weird. I wonder if that has anything to do with anything. I wonder if, I don't know, that kind of undermines her point, because this is an example of her having a disproportionate response when the person in question replacing someone who apparently was so charismatic and so perfect for the role was another white guy. Oh no, I could be wrong. Call me crazy, lock me in the loony bin, but it kind of seems like merit is not a thing these people care about at all and is only a convenient excuse, one of many, that they use to cry every time a white person isn't getting their fair shake and a person of color is.